But speaking of a support team, there is a unique factor about Gun Barrel City's police department that I was completely unaware of until Emma brought this story to us. So, how much of the Gun Barrel Police Department is all women?
Right. Then that's the thing, guys. That is not something that you see in this career field.
No.
There is an organization called 30 by 30, and they have a lot of things involved with women in law enforcement.
Okay.
And they did a recent survey, and only 14% of sworn-in police officers nationwide are women. So something interesting about Gun Barrel City is over 70% of their entire department, from their police captain to dispatch, are women. Isn't that awesome?
What is the drawing in factor? Is it
Okay.
just people within the community saying this is what I want to do?
Right, and you would think that it was that. Maybe you'd be like, oh, I want to go work with my girls. Maybe I want to.
Yeah.
It's such an empowering thing, especially for women. But the thing is, this all kind of happened by chance. I know. I was speaking with the captain, and she said she's in charge of hiring. And, they get both male and female applicants. She'll talk about that in an interview that we'll show you guys. But they are very, very, I guess, I want to use the word strict, but there's another word that I could use for selective.
Particular.
They're very, very selective and particular about who they want to hire, of course, as you want. You want to make sure people have a clean background. They are knowledgeable. Then they go through academy, all that. You want to make sure you're hiring somebody who can perform well, protect and serve right.
Right.
Okay. So she said it just happened to be women, and these ladies that she's hired recently, straight out of the academy, she was like, they could have gone anywhere, but they chose to be here. So it was wonderful.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So we're hearing from her in this interview?
Yes, and you'll hear from one of the new recruits as well.
Awesome.
I have never experienced this before in my law enforcement career. I am used to every department that I've been at before. I was either the only female or maybe one of two, and that is legitimately the truth. So when I came here, I think I was the only female, and then I hired one a month later. She's still here, by the way. And it just kept growing from there. And I don't set out to hire them. I just look for the best candidates. I'm in charge of recruiting. I'm in charge of doing the backgrounds. I'm in charge of training and disciplinary, so I do the IAs also. But it's my job to go out and find these people to come and work here. So we get both male and female applicants, but we have to be, because we're trying to build our reputation, we're going for our accreditation with the Texas Police Chiefs Association, and because we're trying to build our reputation back up, because we're in East Texas. There are connotations that go along with that. And because of that, we have to be very selective on who we're hiring. Not to just discount them for any reason, but we have to be careful about who we're hiring. So we have to make sure we're making the best choice when we do this. And I feel like especially with this last batch of hires, we've hit the mark. And I'm ready for them to be cut loose on the street any day now.
Working in a male-dominant career, it can be a little nerve-wracking, but also it's just meaning you're breaking the stereotype and also standing on business. So I wouldn't have it any other way. I felt like I was destined to do this job, and I'm fit for the job, so I'm here now. I wanted to be something very big, and I think a police officer is something big in a career, so that's why I chose it.
So there are men there.
There are men there. It's not all women.
Right.
So 13 of their 19 employees right now are women. So that means that leaves there's 6 guys. Their chiefs. Their chief is a man. There's another guy in dispatch, and then one of the detectives. A couple of detectives, I believe. But yes, there are men. But it is a women-dominated department.
I'm still just kind of like flabbergasted that this is the reality, because like you mentioned and like we heard in this story or these interviews, this is a career field where you don't see a lot of women. So to see a big cluster of women together, it's kind of
It's awesome, and
yes.
it's empowering for any. And I was talking to them. I was like, some young girls may be watching, and maybe they think, "Oh, I can't do it because they only see like men." So I'm like, you guys are a great representation
Yes.
of what you could do, and I think it's very empowering as well. It's so cool. Like that's all
Absolutely.
I kept saying to them whenever I was talking with all of them. So
Yeah, of course, you think of, women have to be this certain cookie cutter image,
Mm-hmm.
whether you're short, petite, tall, lean, larger, it does not matter. You can
Right.
be whatever you want to be, and these women are proof of that.
yes, and then something I did discuss with her is there may be some kind of negative feelings towards women, maybe that they're weaker, they're not going to be as like strong, and
Yeah, tough or whatever.
while there is some biological difference in the senses of we're not as strong as our male counterparts physically, she says that she is encouraging these women to go out and get that extra training, and that she's making sure that they are set for success.
Oh, I love
so
that.
don't play around with Gun Barrel City, because
They'll get you.
they'll get you. They're awesome. They're awesome women.
Well, I can't wait to hear more about it.
Of course.
So what's next for them?
What's next? Well,
What's next?
they have 2 openings right now, apparently, at their station. So, hey, any ladies out there, if you're in Academy,
There you go.
could be a place to go. Or if you're looking for somewhere else, they're really, really great women.
I love that.
Yep.
All right, perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you, Emma.
Of
We
course.
appreciate the update. We'll see you next time.
All right. Yep. Thank
right.
you.